one very powerful mantra that is so powerful, and it really shifts things. If you're having, this is another thing you can do if you're having issue with anything, and it's a mantra that goes like this. How does it go? Oh yeah. I release the burden of, and you fill in the blank, so it could be, I release the burden of Joe, or I release the burden of money, or I release the burden of love to the Christ within and go free. So it would go, I release the burden of money to the Christ within and go free. Or, I release the burden of Joe to the Christ within and go free. Okay? Got it? I release the burden of Mary to the Christ within and go free. Now what you do with that is, when you go to bed, that's a good time to do it. Just lay there and say it over and over and over again in your head. I release the burden of money to the Christ within and go free. I release the burden of money to the Christ within and go free. I release the burden of money to the Christ within and go free. Now usually when you're having an issue with something, you feel the tenseness in that stomach, that core area. So what I do is I keep saying that over and over and over again in my head until I don't feel that tenseness anymore. So sometimes I fall asleep saying it, and I'll wake up sometime during the night and I'll hear it still playing in my head. But I'll tell you what happens. When you say that phrase, usually the next day, usually for me, it's the next day, something shifts and something comes in. It totally works. With people and relationships, oh my gosh, I can be so pissed off at someone and say, I release the burden of Julie to the Christ within and go free. And I'm saying that. The next day, Julie will either write me an email or call me and say, hey, I just want to say I'm sorry or whatever. It really works. So whatever you're having a burden with, I release the burden of to the Christ within and go free. Just say it over and over and over and over and over. If you have to say it all day, that's better than sitting there going, oh, that jerk, oh, she just pisses me off, or, oh God, I'm worried about money, oh, what am I going to do with the job? Instead of thinking like that all day, just keep going, oh, I release the burden of fear to the Christ within and go free. I release the burden of money to the Christ within and go free. Pick one. I release the burden of money to the Christ within and go free. I release the burden of money to the Christ within and go free. Write it down. I release the fear of money to the Christ within and go free. Think it all day long. Every minute it pops in your head. Nope, I release the fear of money to the Christ within and go free. Don't let your mind get consumed by anything else. Just start saying that phrase every time you think of something that's bringing you down. Nope, I release I release the burden of whatever to the Christ within and go free. I release the burden of to the Christ within and go free. Okay? Just cover up your thoughts with that and you will see things shift. Okay? So I challenge you tomorrow or today, whenever you're watching this, in your waking state, decide right now what you want to release the burden of. I release the burden of, what's it going to be? To the Christ within and go free. And all day today, I just want you to say that. And then the next day, if you still have that worry or something there, I want you to do it again. Because I will say that I can't believe if you do this all day for at least one day, that you don't see things change the next day. And if you don't see it change the next day, do it again. And I am sure things will shift for you. But you have to stay consistent, and this has to be your dominant thought all day. Okay, and then make it a practice that every time you start to worry about something or get mad about something, that you turn back to this phrase. Remember this phrase forever. I do. I've been doing it for years. This is nothing new. I've been doing this. This is a proven technique. I've been doing this for years. So, remember it. And so when you have those things come up, say, oh, I need to do that phrase. I release the burden of to the Christ within and go free. Like this video, please, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below of what you are releasing your burden of. And come back and tell me how it works for you. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Get inspired and live your dream. Change your life, set yourself free with Cindy. Yeah, join Cindy. Travel through Egypt, see the blue Nile, Sahara Desert, open up your mind. Have an adventure in the deep Red Sea. Get your dose of spirituality. Get inspired, live your dream. Change your life, set yourself free with Cindy. Yeah, join Cindy. Get inspired and live your dream. Change your life, set yourself free with Cindy. Yeah, join Cindy.